me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet running.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Deandra, the opinionated chick, and today I am back with another amazing video. Today I am going to be sharing with you tips to embrace the new and to change some of our old habits and ways. I know that we are going into a new year, which is 2025, and we would love to reset our goals, our relationships, and our lives. Now, I do have some exciting tips, but stay tuned for the last one. You don't want to miss it. The first tip that I'm going to be sharing with you is decluttering your inbox. I know some of us have an habit of storing old messages and emails, but trust me, it's a new year. You want to start fresh and you want to go ahead and clear out all of those old messages, because you know what they say, out with the old, in with the new. My second tip is creating a bucket list. Now, that is very important. We all have goals and dreams, and we do have stuff that, you know, we want to achieve, things that we think are on a table. For me, I think it is important to make notes of those lists. For a bucket list, I would suggest probably like 3 items. You don't want to do too much, because bucket lists are just stuff that, you know, are just things that you probably would never think of doing, or you want to do but you're really scared. So I'd say 3 attainable bucket list items. Next tip is practicing gratitude. Now, one of the things that always happens to us is that we we pray for stuff, we work towards them, and then when we get them, we are not grateful. I think it helps us to go a long way. We remember where we're coming from, we are grateful, and being grateful doesn't mean that you have to spread it, tell the world. I mean, however you practice gratitude, maybe you like to pray, you believe in faith, like whatever you do. For me, for gratitude, I like to just meditate, go back and think back, remember the times when, you know, I was in a situation that I wish I had what I had, and now that I have it, I am just openly grateful. You know, I post it on my stories, my status, in conversations with my friends and family. You know, I speak about it and just openly express how grateful I am. Another tip that works for me is journaling. In resetting your life and, you know, your focus, I believe journaling is very healthy. It also helps with your mental health. It helps you to keep track of your thoughts, and by just putting them on paper, you're able to go back, read, think about it. You know, even when you're out of a situation, it is good that you can go back and read back and say, oh, I do remember. Because some of the times we have gone through situations, things happen, and we don't remember. Like, that happens to me a lot. So I like to journal. It helps me. Also with my gratitude, it also helps me to keep track of, you know, what was happening that period. And, you know, yeah, so journaling, it does work. Another huge tip that is very helpful is forgiving yourself. Now, that sounds really simple, but I know that as humans, we do make mistakes. Sometimes things don't go according to how we plan it, and we are so quick to forgive everybody else and we don't forgive ourselves. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I encourage you, I empathize with you. You know, we are most hardest on ourselves, and for this year 2025, I'd love for us to just practice forgiving ourselves, because we forgive everybody else but ourselves, and we really need to forgive ourselves. Another tip is setting smart goals. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am one for setting huge unattainable goals. I was further reminded today, you know, just speaking with someone about some of my goals that I wanted to hit for this year 2025, and they were kind enough to say, I don't think that's an attainable goal. Try lowering it to something that is attainable. And I think that's reasonable, because when we set goals that are not attainable, we get frustrated when we don't meet the goal, we get discouraged, and we may easily give up. So set attainable smart goals. You know, set a timeline, ensure that it's measurable. You know, you just want to ensure that it is within your scope, something that you can manage. And I would say run your own race. I say this all the time, run your own race. It is easy to look like, for me, I've been doing YouTube for so long and I have not been consistent. I've gotten demotivated when I've seen other persons, like when I look, not even just at YouTube, just in life in general. There may be other persons that are out there hitting their goals, driving cars and vehicles that I may want, you know, married, having like tons of kids, just doing things that, you know, I thought that I would be doing at this age. And I sometimes have to just stop myself in my tracks and say, hey, Deandra, this is your race, run your own race, and in due time, if you stay the course, you know, you'll get there. My other tip, I love doing this, is building new routines. Now, as life progresses, goes on and continues, you may find that some of the goals or some of the routines that you built in the earlier part of the year, you have to change it. Seasons change, winter, summer, spring, and autumn. And not only does the season in the weather change, but season in our lives change. Things happen that we are not expecting. There may be a sudden death. There may be an accident, something that happens that throws you off course. Life happens, but it is important to just remember what your goals are. Remember, you know, the focus that you have, and even though it is not what is planned, what is important is adjusting and building your routine to accommodate where you are in your season. Outline your plan is another fun and exciting tip that I have for you to reset your goals, and not just your goals but also your life in 2025. Reset, outline your plans. And why do I say outline your plans? Because sometimes we have plans in the back of our heads, we did not write it down, we don't have a vision board. So like for me, I like to go in Canva, I like to like put some pictures together, create my own vision board, and I have that as my screensaver. So every time when I open my phone, it is right there looking at me. Hey, this is a goal that I set for 2025. What am I doing towards it? You know, outline your plan. So whether you want to have it in your house as a board, whether you want to have it on your phone, you just want to have it somewhere outlined that, you know, you will constantly see it and you remember that this is a plan that I'm working towards, and this is a goal that I am going to hit successfully for 2025. No, I cannot stress this enough. I think I've spoken on this before, but working out, please work out. I have found working out, going to the gym, just moving your body, and listen, as I said before, run your own race. So you may be able to just do 5 climbs up the step, maybe you do 1 jumping jack, maybe you're able to just walk, you're not able to do any strength training, you can't do any RDLs, or you know, the girls in the gym probably doing hip thrusts, probably you're not there yet, but to work out, if it's even like a 5 minutes, something active to move your body. I find that working out does help with your mental health, and I find that pushing through regardless of how you feel really helps you. I remember going to the gym earlier this week, like the whole of this week, from Monday, today's Thursday, this video is going to be posted tomorrow, Friday, and I'm telling you, the whole of this week I have not felt like I wanted to go to the gym. I feel like I'm out of it completely, right? And I went to the gym regardless, and I'm like, hey, just put your mind to it, push through. And every single day after I've like an hour in the gym, I'm like, I'm so glad that I pushed through, I'm so glad that I worked out. The motivation that it gives me to like do the other things that I have on my to-do list for that day, how I feel in my body, energized. And not only that, just consistently going to the gym, after some time I feel I can see the results, and those days that I wanted to give up makes it all worth it. It is important for us to have fun. It is important to have fun. It is important for us to just go out there, unwind. We don't always have to be hitting goals. Sometimes we can just go treat ourselves. So like for me, sometimes I will have a stressful week, I like to just treat myself probably to a coffee, probably a sandwich, like something that I wouldn't normally have. Sometimes I just like to probably like go to the park with my family and just like relax, probably have an ice cream, just enjoy the scenery. whatever you do for you, I think it's always important to have fun. Life is short. Let us not take it too seriously. We want to hit our goals, but we also want to look back and say, this period of my life, even though it was a little stressful, I did make time for the things that were important. And I honestly believe that having fun is one of those important things. And I did promise you the last but not least, or the best tip that you are waiting for, is just resetting relationships. Now, I speak passionately about this because one of the things that I find for me is I hold on to relationships and things or people and situations longer than I should. Now, nothing is wrong with that, but I really do believe that sometimes when you get to that point, you have to reset. Now, resetting your relationship don't mean that you have to let it go, you know. And when I say relationships, I also mean friendships, family ships, whatever ship it is. It doesn't just have to be like intimate relationships, right? But it is important to reset. It is important to analyze. Sometimes, you know, you fall off track with people, they fall off track with you. Sometimes you're just not that person anymore. Sometimes you need to do some more. Sometimes you have people in your lives that are going the extra mile, ensuring that you're good, looking out for you all the whole 9 years, and you're just cruising by. You don't remember these people, you know. But reset a relationship, whatever that looks like. I think it's so important. Every year I try to do this. I go through my phone, I look at the relationships that I have with people. Was this person beneficial to me? Was I beneficial to that person? Is this a relationship that I want to continue? Do I want to feed into this? Is this relationship toxic? Did this relationship distract me from my goal? Was this somebody, or did this relationship help me to hit some of the goals that I wanted to in 2024? It is so important to be able to evaluate our relationship, friendships, and family ships and I say family ships, yeah, in the best way possible, right? And let us be fair. As I said earlier, we have to forgive ourselves, because sometimes in resetting these relationships, we are in fact the perpetrators. We are in fact the persons that, you know, I did somebody wrong, and maybe resetting this relationship mean you just go have to apologize, you go have to put on your big girl, drop your big girl socks or stocking, and just take some accountability for a situation that happened. Let's look into that. Reset your relationships. Now, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I really hope that some of these tips and tricks were beneficial. I really hope that you made notes. Please go ahead down into the comment section, tell me which one of these tips were your best tips, like which one of these tips you're definitely actively going to try to work on for 2025. Tell me what other content you want to see from me, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.